everybody. It's Mike Jeffers, bluesinchicago.com. We are here. We are kicking off the Chicago Blues Fest, doing a bunch of preview interviews, and I'm happy to be able to sit down here with Gerry Hundt. He is going to be performing 2 different times. One, he's headlining on June 7th at the Park Grill stage, 2 p.m. with his legendary one-man band, and we got to talk all about that. And then also, he is performing with the Mike Welsh Group at 6:30 p.m. on Sunday. Gerry, it's great to have you.
Thanks for having me, Mike.
Definitely. We are here at the Delmark Studios. We're doing kind of a preview day, so there's a whole bunch of different artists roaming around. I'm glad we could sit down with Gerry. Now, for those of you that are not familiar with Gerry's music, and I'm somewhat familiar with it, but, you know, there's so many things going on that I've got to find out. Now, you have a new recording out, or you're recording out the legendary one-man band.
That's right, Mike. I guess probably about 8 years ago now, I started playing as a one-man band, and started out with just a bass drum and a hi-hat, playing guitar, slowly added in the rest of the pieces of the drum kit, and then, I also play harmonica with it, and then I have kind of 3 different versions of the one-man band. So there's like the acoustic one where I play harmonica and kazoo and do like some early jazz and some old blues and ragtime stuff. And then there's like the kind of down-home Chicago version where it's more, I play electric guitar and I play like Jimmy Reed and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. And the most recent iteration of it, which is actually going to appear at the Park Grill on Friday, is just a balls-to-the-wall, Hound Dog Taylor slide guitar craziness, like electric extravaganza. So that's going to be fun.
So you have like drums set up around you?
Yeah.
And you've got, that's insane.
So this is kind of the main like freak show aspect of the whole thing is that what I have is I actually have 2 of them. It's called the Farmer Foot Drum Set. It's made by a guy named Pete Farmer up in Traverse City, Michigan. And what it is, it's an integrated platform with a bass drum, a hi-hat, and a snare, and anywhere from 6 to 12 pedals. You can custom order what you want. So I have a 7-pedal version that's set up with brushes that I use for like the acoustic stuff, and then the newer one I have has 12 pedals and is set up with sticks, and it's just loud and proud.
So what's your original instrument?
Harmonica.
How did I know that was going to happen? So it wasn't drums, guitar, or anything. It was harmonica.
Yeah, I started out playing harmonica simply because I got one as kind of a lark for a Christmas present. I was a soccer player in high school, but I got hurt, and I did some volunteer work to pass the time, but then picked up the harmonica, went to a CD store. Remember those?
Yeah, I do.
And I bought the first album I saw with a harmonica on the cover, and it was Buddy Guy and Junior Wells Alone in Acoustic.
Oh, yeah.
And so I was hooked. I just started playing that, and when I went to college, was in a couple blues bands, but I heard different kinds of guitar behind the harmonica, and said I'm gonna, I kind of picked around on a guitar that my mom had for a long time, so I just really kind of dove into it, and from there went to bass and mandolin, and actually mandolin is how a lot of blues fans actually know me. I was nominated for a Blues Music Award, I guess 2008 and 2009 for Best Instrumentalist Other on the mandolin, because I did a mandolin CD, Chicago Blues Mandolin CD that.
There's not a lot of blues mandolin players, are there?
No, not a whole lot. There are a few more now. The immediate ones that spring to mind is Billy Flynn, who's perennially busy on the festival this weekend. Yeah. Rich Del Grosso, Andrea Faye, and there are and those are just the contemporaries. As far as like the older or the now deceased practitioners of the instrument, we were talking about Johnny Young, Yank Rachel, Charlie McCoy. So. Yeah, it wasn't that. It hasn't been that prevalent.
So
it still isn't.
Well, no. So were you formally trained on anything, or this is all just stuff you picked up and then just kind of expanded, and as you play, you kind of learn stuff, sitting in with people, I would imagine. Right?
Yeah, kind of more like that. Kind of more organically as my interests changed over the years. I learned different skill sets and different theoretical things. I did take some jazz theory classes in college. And some guitar lessons from a fantastic guitar player, actually originally from the south side of Chicago, Paul Asbell, who played a lot on the blues scene in the 60s and actually was in Sam Lay's band, Earl Hooker's band.
Oh, wow.
He recorded with Lightnin' Hopkins and John Lee Hooker, and was on the Muddy Waters album, Fathers and Sons. but kind of gave it all up and moved to Vermont and started playing jazz, in like the 70s. So
Just that was it.
yeah, and now he's he won a Grammy actually. His jazz band was called Kilimanjaro.
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh wow. Okay. So we've got the harmonica.
Yep.
We've got the mandolin.
Right.
We've got the guitar.
Yep.
Drums.
Yeah, the foot drums. That just started with the kick drum. I had a good friend, John Alex Mason, who did a one-man band, and he was inspired by Richard Johnston, and I just I just got after it.
There's less one-man bands in blues than mandolin players, I think, right?
Yeah, you might be right about that. I mean, as far as
the way you're
got
doing it,
Dr. Ross, Joe Hill Lewis. I don't know. There's definitely more guys doing it these days.
Yeah.
Just because of sheer economics and maybe just maybe we just know more about it now because of the internet. Who knows?
That's true.
But
Well, it also is easier, right? Because I mean, what you're talking about with all the foot pedals and stuff. I mean,
Yeah.
you're able to really fill things out.
that's true. That's a good point. Yeah, I mean, there's the whole it goes back to John Lee Hooker, the foot tap, and boogie chillin'. I mean, sometimes that's all you need.
Yeah.
But it's kind of fun to have the whole sound of the drum kit, underneath your feet.
Oh yeah.
So
100%.
yeah.
So people can find you at Gerry Hunt.
GerryHunt.com.
Okay.
I should also mention that people around can see me around town all the time with Delmark recording artist Corey Dennison Band. The website there is CoreyDennison.com. But yeah, we're constantly playing all over. I'm constantly playing all over. So
Well, he was just telling me, what'd you do last year? Like 340 dates or something?
369 gigs I did last year.
That's insane. That's actually, I'm not a smart guy because I play drums, but I think that's almost 2 times a day in some instances.
Well, yeah. I actually made a rule for myself that no more 3 a days because it's too much. But on Friday I'm playing
Yeah, of
3
course.
gigs.
Seems like a good idea, right? I mean, when they call
Yeah.
you, you're like, yeah, I can make
so
that happen, right?
We've got the festival, we've got Legends, and then we're playing at Mom's place. We
Oh,
play
geez.
there every Saturday. So.
Until like 2 or 3 in the morning, probably, right?
Yeah, on Fridays it's 1:30, and then on Saturdays it's 2.
Yeah. Wow. All right, so you can check him out at GerryHunt.com. We're going to link that up below. And Gerry, it was great meeting you, man. I'm
You
glad
too,
we
Mike.
could sit down here. And of course, everybody's going to check you out
Hell yeah.
on June 7th at the Park Grill at
Yep.
2 p.m. and
Yep.
and see the legendary. Now I can honestly say that I believe it's legendary.
It's something else.
Man, oh man, at 2 p.m. the legendary Gerry Hundt one-man band. Excellent.
it.
All right, until the next time, hopefully we will see you somewhere out on the scene.